Hey, everybody. Welcome to Metal Movies and Brewskis Live. I'm your host, Matt Burke. And tonight we're going to be having on a host of different killer topics, all killer, no filler. This week, man, was crazy. You see how many trailers dropped this week? Oh, my God. All these big movies coming out this summer. I'm actually kind of excited. Oh, snap. Hey, Edwin. How you doing, brother? I can't wait for the new Ace, man. That book's looking killer. Yeah, man. You're always killing it with those books, and then Bloodbone's coming out soon. I can't wait to see that as well. But yeah, man, this new let me show you guys. Let me see what you guys think about this. I have my thoughts, but maybe you guys could tell me what you have about yours.
Run.
I don't know. For me, like that movie, I don't know. The director Alvarez, he did the Evil Dead remake. I thought that movie was killer. Not the new one, not Evil Dead Rise, but the original one. That was a solid horror movie. So I don't know. I'm excited for this one. I think it's gonna have more of a back to like kind of basics, more like Alien and Alien 3 feel to it. You know, I don't know. It looks like an Alien movie. So I'm pretty hyped for that one. I don't know. And then we got this other trailer right here I wanted to check out. Let's see here. Where you at? This one right here. All right. I know my boy Brian ain't a big fan of this, but I'm thinking looking pretty cool.
We've come too far.
As a child, my world was forever changed. My mother was magnificent. And he took it all from me.
Who do we have here?
She's from a place of abundance. This is our destiny.
My childhood, my mother, I want them back. I want them back.
Whatever you have to do, however long it takes, promise you'll find your way home. Protect the green place.
It's time to take what's rightfully ours. Ready, steady, go! Where are you going? So full of hope. There is no hope.
If you find him, he's mine.
There will always be war. But to get home, Furiosa fought the world.
Remember me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that movie. I think that movie looks pretty cool. I want to see what like. I mean, Miller. His movies are just awesome. Like you're gonna get a spectacle no matter what. You know. She doesn't look like a Mary Sue. Hopefully, I mean she goes through a lot of shit. We know that much. So we have that to those two things. It just looks metal as fuck. I definitely would like to go see it. I was a big fan of the Immortan Joe character too in Fury Road. I didn't really like the way that they cucked Mad Max in there, and I also thought that Mel Gibson should have reprised his role and should have been the same age. I would like to have seen an older Mad Max in there. That would have been hella dope. But you know, it is what it is. We got Tom Hardy's fucking puckering ass in there, and it was a good spectacle. It was a fun movie to watch. But I did like Immortan Joe. He was cool, and so I like to see what's going on with him in this one. Obviously, he's younger, so I think it would be pretty cool to see him and Hemsworth fight off. Hopefully, we get a good fight scene with those dudes, and more action. Hemsworth's character looks pretty cool too. But we'll see. I think no matter what, it's going to be an entertaining movie. Like, I guarantee you're going to have some fun at the movie. For a $5 movie, come on, dude, you can't go wrong with that. And then of course, last but not least, for the trailers. Again, there's a lot of trailers this week, and I know everybody's already seen them, but why not one more time? So let's go ahead and share this one out. Here we go. Where you at? Here we go.
Daylight come and we want to go. Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and we want to go. Me say day, me say day, me say day, me say day, me say day. Daylight come and we want to go.
The juice is loose.
I don't know. I mean, for me, I'm really pumped up for this movie. I thought that was a perfect teaser. I mean, you got to see Beetlejuice, but he doesn't do nothing but come out of his little town, So perfect way to tease a movie. You got the Wednesday actor Ortega in there. She's playing Lydia's daughter. I guess Willem Dafoe is going to be in there. He's supposed to be playing another world cop, and I forgot the other guy that's in there. I don't know. I forgot his name, but yeah, I can't wait to see what they're doing with Beetlejuice in this one. I hear there's going to be something, I don't know, something unexpected. That's what what's his name was saying, Michael Keaton on I think it was like Jimmy Kimmel or one of those dudes. But yeah, the trailer looks cool. I mean, you still got most of the cast back in there, and I think that Beetlejuice looks cool. Like he's aged a little bit, but he looks like he's aged good. Like I don't know where I heard it, but Michael Keaton he bought a ranch and took some time off. I think like a decade, and he was working on a ranch, and his face got like weathered and and just beat up from the wind. So it kind of fucked his face skin, the top layer of his skin up a little bit. So you could see it like when he's wearing the bat suit and whatnot. But I think it makes him look more badass. And for Beetlejuice, it kind of fits perfectly. So yeah, can't wait for Beetlejuice. If you guys haven't checked out the Beetlejuice cartoon, I have the full edition. I got it at Walmart, and that show is Emmy award-winning show back when the Emmys probably meant something, much like the Eisners. The Beetlejuice cartoon, man, it's freaking awesome. I haven't watched all of them. There's so many of them, but yeah, me and the kids, we really dig that. That show was really cool, and it's its own lore or its own universe. It's not the same universe as the Beetlejuice that you're going to get from the movies, but it's fucking awesome. Yeah, I'd like to do even more of another deep dive on Beetlejuice. That as a kid, that was a big thing, for me growing up. Yeah, that one and Courage though, man. Courage the friendly dog. That one was killer. But right now, I think it's time for us to get into our next section of the show. And I think this is something that you guys might find kind of interesting. But I think that it's straight up. So right here we got a 16th century vampire woman with the New York, I think it's the New York Times or New York Post. Yeah, New York Post. I saw this online the other day. I thought it was pretty trippy, man. Yeah, it was a 16th century vampire buried with a brick in her mouth. Okay, to stop the bloodsucker from eating the dead. That's her right there. And it was in Italy where they found her. Sink your teeth into this one. Scientists have recreated the face of a 16th century woman with a brick jammed into her mouth, an object apparently wedged there to stop her from eating the dead. As Italian locals believed she was a vampire. The spooky story begins as a mass grave discovered at the Venetian island of Lazzarato Nuovo, a location used as a bubonic plague quarantine in the late 15 and 1600s. Damn. So you're definitely going to have some crazy shit over there. Maybe some zombies too. The reconstruction shows how it would have been possible to bury the woman with the brick lodged in her mouth out of fear she was a vampire. So that's it right there, man. Brutal, dude. What else do we go? In 2006, archaeological studies found some bodies that were buried centuries ago. When they supposedly identified a vampire, one of those responsible for the plague, according to popular myth at the time, they introduced a stone or brick as a protective element, preventing it from feeding and also from infecting other people. Forensic researcher Cicero Morales told Southwest News Service of the bizarre discovery. Using reconstructive technology, Morales investigated whether it was possible for a brick to be lodged in her mouth while she was gruesomely still alive, while damaging the teeth and still the soft tissue. Damn, dude. Savage. Naturally, it would have been easier to do so after she was perished. There was also speculation that a grave robber put the brick in the corpse's mouth to exercise her so that she would not be able to bite the infected or infect people. Like a zombie, basically, like Return of the Living Dead. That's her in her 60s, according to researchers right there. Damn toolbar. Chill out. Yeah, man. Those were just crazy times back then. You never really knew what was going on. But I know one person that might knew what was going on. That'd be the Brianator. What's up, Brian? How you doing,
What's
brother?
up, man? I'm okay. My apologies for being so late. I was just talking to our brother John Dillard about doing some 6-gun guerrilla art, which he's
nice.
He's down for. Now, look, jamming a fucking brick into her mouth. What did they think that she was? Because I'm just coming in now. What species of monster?
Well, this is a real woman, actually. This is on the New York Post. They found her in a Venetian village. They unearthed her, and they found her with a brick in her mouth, dude. Yeah, man, it's crazy. And I guess it was from like the plague. So they don't know really. They found that she was a lower class woman who died at 61, and an advanced age that appears more common than previously thought. The new study, the scientists recreated the skull and concocted a brick from styrofoam in their quest to determine whether the obstruction might be or have been placed there before or after death. So, yeah, and there was those plague going on. They put people on the island that she was on, and yeah, man, some people thought she was a vampire, dude. Check this out, Brian. Yeah, that's it right there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
I hope they didn't do that while she was alive. I sincerely, I doubt it, but Jesus.
But you
Isn't
never
that
know, man.
incredible that they can recreate what people actually looked like?
Yeah, man.
They used to do that with skulls, right? Mm-hmm. And have artists come in and just slap some clay on there and just mold what the face would have looked like from given their bone structure.
Yeah.
And now they can do all this shit with fucking computers, man. It's fucking rad.
It's gnarly, dude. Yeah, man.
So cool.
I saw that. I just thought it was crazy, like I never even heard about that before.
That is wild.
Crazy jazz, dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, you're talking about the Black Plague, right?
Yeah.
It
Definitely.
killed off half of the population of Europe.
Yeah.
50% of the fucking population died from that shit.
You could see why people were kind of like worried, you know what I mean? Like why, they were a little concerned, I should say.
Right. And thinking that it was a punishment from God, right? Then people could be thinking maybe this is like a curse. Maybe that witch over there had something to do with it. They didn't know what the source was.
Right.
I know Nostradamus knew how to treat it, which was with these little pellets made out of rose hips.
Okay.
Right? And so he lost his entire family. He had like a wife and kids wiped out by the plague.
Damn.
And he would go into the cities and the towns where that people were fleeing. As they were getting out, he was going in.
Damn.
He seemed to know that he was immune to the plague, or that it wasn't going to get him for whatever reason. And so he would go around and he would take these little pellets of rose hips and put them under people's tongues. And the active ingredient, he didn't know. Now it would be obvious, vitamin C.
What up, Keith? How you doing? Yeah, vitamin C is always good, right? That a little emergency, you get a little, get a little like scratch, For me, it was like this rejuvenation drink. It's a apple juice. It's also orange juice, turmeric, and carrots like juice, basically. All that thrown into one. And they sell it at Whole Foods, man. But it's an immunization refresher, and I would take that anytime that little bit shit. I would just pound the whole bottle and just be like, all right. It would just knock it out, like stop it. You know what I mean? But I haven't.
Turmeric's awesome. That's like something that like everybody should have in their diet. Evidently, too, if you put a little ground pepper in there.
Oh yeah, some cayenne.
Like something about the ground pepper and not cayenne, like just regular black pepper.
Yeah,
something about the black pepper and the turmeric. There's like something going on there when you put them together. That's like super healthy for you.
I think that, and also garlic and honey. Like you can make this. My wife does this one concoction. Like it's strong, but dude, it knocks it out, man.
Yeah.
Garlic
and honey.
Oh yeah, dude. The other day we had Donald on here a couple days ago. He was talking about his book Jaeger Bomb. This was kind of criminally underfunded.
Yeah, it is.
It has been getting its like it's been spoken about a little bit on some big shows, but yeah, man, not a lot of people have been getting behind it. So basically, it's what if a kaiju and a wrestler fought? A luchador, and it looks killer, man. I backed it too. Yeah, dude, and it's all fun. All killer, no filler. It's action packed. The artist electric. It's fucking kinetic.
Donald's a beast, man.
He's a beast. He's one of the Swiss Army knives of our bubble. There's a few Swiss Army knives. He's one of Dillard's another one. Juanito's another one. There's a bunch.
For sure. They don't just have like one style. They can rock like multiple styles.
Some people can do that. I can't do that. It's like
right.
I don't know, man. It's like they're like a good actor. They can turn it on and off. Some people need to like go method and things like that. Like I don't know. I can't do that though. But my buddy Miguel could do that.
It's rare.
Yeah. So
that's awesome. It's rare that you find people that can. It's rare that you find people that can do that. But when they can, it's like impressive as fuck. And like their brain just remembers like all the little nuances of said artist. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you need some Mignola, boom. You need some, I don't know, whatever you need. Some McFarlane, boom. Some Bisley, boom. Like just a little bit of Alex Toth, boom. Yeah.
You need some Heron.
Yeah.
So check out these pages, man. They look fun. Again, he's got some OG art up here. There's only a few days left. These would go really cool behind the fireplace if you guys got one, or just up on the wall in your man cave. Fucking $15, dude. It's 70 something pages long too. And after a while, man, I'm like, Brian and I, we love our black and white art.
Yeah, we do.
If you're not really into that, or if you're not really just like this concept looks a little out there, take a shot, try it out, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've read a lot of his books, and I can't wait to read Cash Grab. I got that one too. He did that one too. Another style that he did. So
amazing.
Come check out Jaeger Bomb. I will put the link in the chat right now for you guys watching. And yeah, man, go check it out.
Yeah, he's the real Dilio, man. And the fact that campaign's like, well, here's the thing. He hasn't been pounding the pavement.
No, he's not. It's a test for him, but still,
Right.
You know, it's
but
like
still, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So there's that, you know. And he delivers his books. So I got the book, the last book he did, Brutus. I thought that was a fun book. Very, you know, if you're in the Lobo, that one's cool. You can get that one digitally on his off of his store on Twitter. So if you look for him, it's on there too. So got the link in the chat if you guys want to check that out. Definitely go there and check it out. It just has a few like a day or two left on there. So get in there.
Seriously, man. And also, if you can't back it, share the link.
Yeah, you can always do that.
That makes, you know, it takes zero effort, right? I do it all the time, like click, click. And and believe it or not, it actually, that little tiny moment of effort actually does make a very big difference.
Oh, yeah. And this is a new one right here by our boys at 656. It's a 656 Comics Border Mayhem All-Stars. So for, you know, they've been around for 20 years. They're bringing in all their characters and they're putting them in a book. Little rundown is join 656 Comics as they celebrate their 20th anniversary with a special 24-page one-shot comic. Yeah, man, the 656 Comics will never be the same. Join the characters from the 656 verse as they navigate through a chaotic landscape filled with zombies, chupacabras, and other bizarre threats, all while desperately striving to return to the rightful universe. Fuck, what are they going to do, man? Maybe Butch Cleaver will show up in there and start slicing and dicing. Sign up and get a free or something for free. So that's cool. A lot of people aren't doing that anymore. They're just kind of putting the books out there and whatnot. I definitely signed up for this. I'm going to definitely going to want this in my collection. So if you guys can come check this out, I'm going to leave the link in the chat for y'all.
Hell yeah.
If you got something in the coming time. These guys fulfill like a motherfucker. So come on over and check it out. You will get your book. And I've gotten a few of their books, and they are entertaining as all get out. Yeah,
they are. Undead Border is fire. The Cryptidnals, of course. I think that's maybe like the best crowdfunded book I've read ever.
Yeah, it's up there. It's definitely in the top 3. And I definitely reread it, and it's thick as fuck. So I mean, you know, I'm not trying to blow no smoke or nothing like that. It's just, it is what it is. It's a fucking entertaining read, you know. And it's all black and white. Yeah. There's no coloring. There's no color in it either, you know. So if you know, try that book out if you guys can get it, you know.
For sure. And you know, like Ollie's like the colorist in the crew, and he took a look at Dario's art and was like, no color.
and that goes with like experience, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
yep.
You know what I mean? But I don't know, Brian. I think we need a little palate cleanser, dude. You down for some metal right now, or you know?
I think you know what? Yeah.
Okay. This is a speaking of like, you know, something that's seasoned. This is a band you might like. This is one of their middle albums. The song's called Weed Out the Week, and the band is called Hypocrisy. They're from Sweden, and this band, you know, they're alien death metal. That's what I've basically called them now because they got a lot of alien albums. This one though, they took a little break from it. This is one of my, I think it's A Taste of Extreme Divinity. I think that's the name of this album, and it's my favorite one. But yeah, check out Weed Out the Week.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Clean up the Just at the rocks for nothing. Your greedy soul screams in every.
I don't know, Brian. What do you think of that?
Sorry, dude.
Oh, good, brother.
I got disconnected. No, it was dope, man.
You like them?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, Sweden, there's something in the water there, you know? I mean, that's where Celtic Frost, of course, you know, my favorite death metal band of all time comes from.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, man. And, you know, originally there were Hellhammer. You ever hear the Hellhammer?
Oh, yeah, Hellhammer, yeah. The black metal band.
Yeah, the dope shit. No, that was really good, man. I was digging that. I
seen them live at the House of Blues. I like just saw it was a 3-piece, and I was like, okay. And the singer kind of looks like Johnny Depp a little bit, and Christopher Walken put together a little bit. And Steve Buscemi, if they all had a baby. But he's a producer. He produces Peter Tagdrin. He's got a rock and hard rock band, kind of like Rob Zombie a little bit, you know. The other like that'd be like the way for me to describe. It's kind of like modern Alice Cooper shock rock, I guess. But he doesn't do all the shocking shit, you know. Called Pain. And that band's pretty cool too. But yeah, he's a big producer too. But Hypocrisy, man, 3-piece. They go off. 90% of their albums are alien metal, so they have an alien like their Eddie is like this is the gray, but sometimes they'll switch it up and whatnot. The latest album, they actually mailed it. They actually put it on a drone and like just went up into the atmosphere as hard as they could, so like aliens could hear it. And it's on their YouTube channel, so it's filming the whole time it's going up. It's the whole album too. So they play the whole album while they're doing it. Like they're G's, dude. Like they're
That's awesome.
Like, yeah, man, it's fucking sick. But yeah, and like they're pretty based, dude. Like you can hear them talking shit about the fucking all the shit that went down with the fucking Rona and the big farm and all that big pharma and shit. Talking shit on Big Pharma like crazy on the new album.
Oh, really? Nice,
dude. And like they have like sick bass lines that they'll start the song off with. Like in metal, you don't really hear bands like give bass like the showcase that much, you know. Like they don't, you know what I mean. Like they do a good job with that. They pack in really cool melodies, and they're one of my favorite like melodic death metal bands that have hooks, like catchy ass fucking hooks. When there's no clean singing, you know. Like he'll do a little bit, like, but you're not gonna hear that much. It's gonna be just kind of in the background supporting the stuff. I like layered vocal tracks a lot with melodic death metal and whatnot. I think it sounds cool, you know. Obviously you can't hear it live all the time, but that's fine. Live, I'm down to see how they're gonna do it live, you know. Like how are these motherfuckers gonna do it live, you know? Like to me that's puzzling, you know.
Right. And for me also, it's never about being like exactly like the record, right? I remember one of my all-time favorite bands, top 3, Fields of the Nephilim. Their live album came out, and it sounded like it was recorded in the studio.
Huh.
I was like,
Who's that? What the? Shut the.
Then why don't I just listen to the I mean, mind you, like when you see a band that's that tight live,
no, that's cool. It's
impressive.
Cool. Yeah,
it's impressive.
For reals.
But
I mean, a lot of people like that actually. But me, like, I don't know. I want to see.
Well, yeah, no, I understand.
You know what they're gonna do live. Like, how are they gonna fuck it up, and what are they gonna do?
Right. You know? And then, of course, anybody that's been in a band or knows people that've been in a band, it's like they'll perform live. And then they get off the stage, and they're great. And they get off stage, like, oh God, oh we sucked, oh we and right because they made like a little mistake here, a little mistake there, things that like you don't even notice.
Oh, totally, dude.
Right? And they like self-flagellate. It's just like it's a live show. Nobody's coming here expecting perfection. If you want the record, go listen to the record.
To be honest, though, like when I first started listening to bands, I was actually there for perfection. I'm like, you guys better fucking play this perfect. But later on in life, I'm like, no, I want the imperfections. I want to see them fumble, and I want to see what they do live. And I want to be part of an organic experience. I want to be part of the art, you know, because you're there and you're kind of interacting with them and whatnot. So
that's what live entertainment's all about.
Yeah, and that's me just being like a little punk, you know what I mean? Like not thinking about all that stuff, like, or even, you know, because I was just focused, like, it's gotta be fucking perfect. You know, it's gotta be like yeah, well, I mean, and it's not for, I mean, like, dude, it's got to be like 90% perfect, though. Don't get me wrong, but I want to see it's like 10% of wiggle room and, you know, freestyling and, you know, and for me, though, the main thing that kind of, for me, the main thing that kind of, oh, I'm sorry, what were you saying?
No, I'm saying you don't want a catastrophe. We've all seen catastrophic performances.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Right? You don't want that.
And I don't want them to go like this the whole time. Like every time a chorus comes on, like have them sing it. That gets annoying, you know?
It does.
Like, or say if it's like, I would rather them, like, say if the song calls for a singing chorus and they ain't got the voice, but they can scream it live, fuck it. Go ahead and scream it, you know? Or maybe you can't scream it anymore. You're going to sing it live. I ain't going to get mad at you. But for me, the main thing is, like, when they do that all the time, I've seen it many of a time, you know? And I know
I hate that.
It's just like, you know.
Doing it a little bit, right? Or even just for one song. But,
or, I mean, say if you got 4 chorus drops in one song, okay? The chorus repeats 4, or let's say 3 or 4 times. All right, dump the mic into one of those 4 choruses, one of those 3 choruses. Let them sing it. That's cool. But you better get your ass back in there, you know? A cool trick, too, is, like, if you got a song with, like, multiple chorus repeats, you could sing one of them, you could scream one of them. That's good for your voice, too. And it switches it up, so it's kind of fun. The third one, you could let the crowd do it. You know, there's little things like that. You know, I think I thought of that, too. Like, because we used to do that shit live, and it was fun. I miss it. But yeah, I don't know. Since we're still on metal, man, you down for a little game, game right now? I don't know.
I got stumped last 2 times. Let's see this time.
I don't know if Keith's down. Keith's in there, and Chris might not be there because we're going live. Just to let you guys know, thanks for tuning in. This is going to be the new time slot right now. We're going prime time on Saturday nights at 8. Pretty much 90% of the time. There might be a couple nights where we miss, but I'm going to be here about 90% of the time. So just to let you guys know.
Yeah.
All right. And now it's time for
Black Metal Decode.
All right. Who can name this band? Who could decode this black metal band's name?
Oh, wait. This is the one from last week, bro.
This one?
Yeah, I think so.
You
sure?
Yep.
Okay, because you know what it is? It's not the name. It's the cross.
Yeah, a lot of them have that too.
Oh, okay. All right. And the bat wings too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this isn't the same band. It's just a similar logo.
Yep.
Okay. Can you blow that shit up a little bit? I mean, I don't know if that's going to help, but it's worth a shot. Let's see here. I'm stumped, man.
It happens a lot, dude. Like, because a lot of the logos are the same. Because you got to have the upside down cross. You know, you got to have the pentagram sometimes.
The half circle too, with that crescent.
Yeah, that devil driver thing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Anybody in the peanut gallery?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling I'd have to study this for a long time.
This band is called Åndscapt.
Okay, all right. See, I don't feel that bad because is that a Norwegian word or?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So it's in a language I don't know, and it's a new band.
Yeah, I think they've been around since '97. I don't even think they're around anymore. Now to think about it, but
Okay.
I'm still gonna throw them out there because it's fucking fun to watch people trying to figure it out. You know? So, but yeah, that's
First time in a row I've been stumped, man.
Got to stump them.
Yeah, man. I was getting bored, just always getting it.
That's what I see.
Hey,
yeah, man.
It's not a bad guess,
right? Totally, man. And yeah, man. I actually too want to let you guys know too. I actually have my campaign live right now for Butch Cleaver on Fund My Comic. Brian's going to be launching on Fund My Comic too with the 6-Gun Gorilla, right?
Yep. Yeah, man. For sure. Man. Yep.
And basically, it's just a second chance campaign. I got I had it on Indiegogo for a while, and yeah, we had a lot of backers on there, close to 100 on both campaigns, I believe, 1 and 2. But now, if you guys want, you can pick them up here, both books, and just launched about almost a week ago. And it's about a butcher who gets killed and is brought back to life by a voodoo curse, and that curse gives him the power to weaponize bone at a single thought. So all the people that back the book, or at least the first 30, are going to get all these trading cards and stickers and a wanted poster, and also you're going to get sketch cards too. The first 10 backers. So this one we go into his origin. We have the him walking around in the streets, the main streets of Oubliette, collecting arms and noses from pimps that don't pay the white rat on time. He's there for his due propers. We got some original art up on here, and yeah, man, this world is freaking crazy. You got pirates and banditos. You got crazy bounty hunters and these crooked coppers. You got preacher pimps. You got zombies. All the fun stuff. You got zombified voodoo dolls. So.
Yep. Yeah, they're not like the George Romero style zombies.
Nope. They are not. So there's a little action right there. We're taking on said guys, taking out 1 or 2 of them. And those were fun as hell to design. And yeah, he rides a bull. He's a bull boy. So come and check it out, guys. It's definitely a fun, entertaining read. I do say so.
It is.
And check it out. I got the I'll put the link up in the top for you. And let's see here. Where do I got it? Right here, guys. Yeah. So just like a store, basically, for you guys to pick up my stuff. And I got some original art up there too. So if you guys are into that, you might like it. I want to pick up some OG art. And the art tiers also come with the books, all the tchotchkes and whatnot too. And I will say that the books are actually ready to ship right now too. So I got the inventory. We're good to go. You're not waiting for nothing. And the first backer is going to get that Fund My Comic design that I designed. So, kind of a piece of Butch Cleaver history.
Yeah, man. And Fund My Comic history too. And everybody, just so you know, it's real easy creating an account. If you don't already have an account of Fund My Comic, it takes like a minute. Yeah,
it's a snap. It was like, it's a little
crazy.
I had to get uncomfortable and go over there and create a new one. And I've backed several books on there. Yeah, Butch Cleaver and Fiendish are my 2 favorite books from CG. So, there you go, Keith, right there. I didn't pay him. Sir. I didn't pay him to say that either. So that's cool. yeah, man. And I'm having fun. There's plenty of story to read right there. I'm working on Hell War next. I will have more announcements for that coming next week. I'm going to drop some art for that tomorrow, so you guys can see what I'm working on right now. I'm doing a little montage of him fighting different Nordic characters from the 9 realms. It's a little
nice,
a little callback scene. It's one of those scenes in the book where you get to it and you're like, fuck, it sounds cool. Like I want to draw, but I don't want to draw because I don't want to give away too much, but I don't want it to be too epic, but I want it to be epic. Like, all right, I'll have him decapitating a giant, and I'll have him riding up a mountain, riding straight up a mountain with a bunch of like Vikings chained up to his motorcycle, Or maybe I'll have him like riding it down out of the sky, and he's got a fire demon in the front of his wheel, shit like that. So
Well, dude, is there really such a thing as too epic?
I know, you know what I mean?
For Hell War, which is metal as fuck.
Yeah, and then I had to throw the Hellbinger in there. That's what Hell War turns into, the Hellbinger. It's like this big hulking, you know, his it's almost like his Hulk, I guess the best way to describe it, when he fucking doesn't metal enough. And I was like, yeah, maybe I'll have him ripping an elf in half. So, you know, he got him ripping a fucking elf in half like that. And I had a scene where he was like drawn like that in one of the pictures. I'm like, fuck. I redrew it again, and I went back. I'm like, dude, I got the same pose in another panel. Like, this looks pretty cool. I'm like, fuck it. And I erased it. So I went back and drew it a third time, and I'm like, okay, I had this one where it's just like, you know, it's hard though, man. Like sometimes you want to, like, there's just certain shots that I like, you know what I mean?
Sure.
And I'm really not big into like stuff like this all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or like I got my foot wet. Like I like to see, like, I don't know. It's weird. It's just like I do like forced perspective a lot, but sometimes I like to see like a big scope of what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like I want to see the whole body. I want to see the whole body shot. You know? So
especially for action sequences, like that's one of the reasons why like Chinese action films are always better than American action films, was because they zoom out.
And I thought that's the problem with Christopher Nolan movies. Like, you know, him and like let's say like, you know, Ra's al Ghul and Christian Bale, you know, and Liam Neeson, they're fighting at the League of Shadows, you know, and they're just going like that, like bobbing their heads and.
Well, that's because they're not martial artists.
Like, are you kicking? You know, kicking his? Like, it looks like he's kicking his ankles out or something, you know? He's like, oh, Muay Thai, oh, jiu-jitsu, oh, you know, like it's like
well, I mean, look, that's the biggest
big
flaw.
homie. Let me see him kick it out.
That's the biggest flaw in the Christopher Nolan movies, is that the fights suck.
No, totally, dude. But you know what's, and I watched the movies like 1,000 times, but you know what I noticed? That like in Batman Begins, if you watch it on a big screen TV and you kind of slow it down, like you could see more shit at the end of the movie when he's fighting those like Noob Saibot ripoffs, you know? And I'm like, oh, cool. Like he kicks 1 and 3. I'm like, dope. Okay, that's kind of cool. And then that's cool. But you have to do that with Dark Knight also. But they're just, a lot of the shots are real in. And but in the Dark Knight Rises, you get his best actions. He zoomed out on those. He kind of he got into it. But yeah, man, totally, man, 100%. So if you guys want to check out Old Butch, he's right up there. I also have a speaking of,
go check it out.
Oh, thanks, brother. What was I gonna say? I'm in the mood to do some hunting. What about you, Brian?
Why not? Why not?
Okay. All right, so what we're looking at is the man dog, dude. So I had dog man. I kept putting man dog in there, and this kept coming up. And I was looking for like the Texas one, you know. Right. Oh, that's creepy right there. But it's really hard. There's the one from Michigan, and that was one that I kind of wanted to explore. And that one is it's pretty crazy. The one from Texas, I'd have to do a little more digging though.
But you're talking about like the Dog Man, which is actually from a bunch of different territories. Yeah. And I'll be perfectly honest, man, out of all of like the cryptid stuff on YouTube, I'm finding these Dog Man accounts the most fascinating because they're really, really, really chilling.
Yeah, they're crazy, man. And like there is a man dog one, and I was the reason why I was doing that. I was like, oh, well, I'm going to sync it up with the 656, right? You know, because that's the book we were kind of talking about earlier in the show. But I couldn't find anything.
It's a different monster.
But dude, there's actually a novel out there that I found, and I know there is a local legend. It's just so like, it's not that popularized as the Michigan one. So there is an actual man dog legend out there from Texas, and there is books written about him. But there's just I'd have to do more of a deep dive. So we are gonna revisit that fool, but I just have to find some more links. But for this dog man, the Michigan one was a creature allegedly witnessed in 1887 in Wexford County, Michigan, United States. It is described as a 7-foot-tall, blue-eyed or amber-eyed bipedal canine-like animal with the torso of a man and a fearsome howl that sounds like a human scream. Ooh! According to legends, the Michigan dog man appears in a 10-year cycle that falls on years ending in 7. Did you know about that, Brian?
No,
I didn't know that either. Sightings have been reported in several locations throughout Michigan, primarily in the northwestern quadrant of the Lower Peninsula. History: the creature was known to most of the modern world, until very late in the 20th century. It is said to have been stalking the area around the Manistee River since the days when the Ottawa tribes lived there. Original sources for alleged sightings made prior to 1987, however, have not been documented beyond Steve Cook's song discussed below. Ooh, he's got a song, huh? So, first alleged encounter of the Michigan Dogman occurred in 1887 in Wexford County, when two lumberjacks saw a creature which they described as having a man's body and a dog's head. In 1937, Paris, Michigan, Robert Fortney was attacked by 5 wild dogs and said that one of the 5 walked on 2 legs. Well, he might have been kind of seeing things at that point, but still, you never know. Reports of similar creatures also came from Allegan County in the 1950s and the Manistee and Cross Village in 1967. Linda S. Godfrey, in her book, The Beast of Bray Road, compares the Manistee sightings to a similar creature sighted in Wisconsin, known as the Beast of Bradbury. I'd like to hear Cook's song from 1987. I'd like to see what style that is. We'll have to get back to that. Hopefully it's a fucking metal song. That'd be metal as fuck.
Yeah, it would.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, there's one channel. I'm actually looking for it right now that is specifically dedicated to Dogman encounters. And
really?
Yeah. And this guy's personal account is spooky as hell and convincing as hell.
Oh man!
And is there a Dogman? I don't know.
There's a movie out, but I don't think it's like.
There's a documentary. There's a really good documentary actually that's out there called Dogman. Is it Dogman Chronicles? I forget. I think it's about the it's about the it's about the Michigan Dogman, and very, very interesting stuff. Let's see if I can find that link to this guy's channel, because he has an account that, look, whether you believe this shit or not, I guarantee you that his account will fucking freeze your blood. And what can I say? He didn't set my bullshit meter off even like a little. There's
some pretty dope Dogman art though, like a pretty
there is.
Probably because it's like a werewolf, so it's like people love werewolves. They're so fun to draw.
Well,
Dogmen and werewolves and wolfmen they're just so fun to draw,
So they're just fucking rad. A big.
I like that one. Ooh.
The guy who had that encounter, said he had it with like 3 friends of his.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he said 2 of them ended up taking their own lives.
Oh my God, was that?
Yeah, because
crazy, huh?
Encounter and went and told their parents about it, and the parents were like, you need to not talk about this. And the cops were like, you need to not talk about this. The local priest was like, you need to not talk about this. But there have been some a homeless guy they found shoot up, and if you tell your friends that you saw this thing, they're kids. What are they going to do? They're going to go looking for the fucking Dogman, no matter.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Right? Because it's your job when you're a kid is to do stupid shit. Yeah. Fascinating shit. That's a really nice one right there.
That's a good one, man. I like this one too.
Oh, yeah. Because he's all
spooky.
scrawny. He looks diseased.
Malnourished.
Yeah. Scurvy. Mangy.
I like that. I
Yeah,
like seeing like stuff that's kind of rotting or just like sickly.
Right.
For me, that's like scarier. I don't know why.
Well, because it's disease. Because it looks diseased, and there's something about.
It's the creepy. I think it's the creepy factor where it's just like the other one's more like what up, like it's just gonna come
like that thing's gonna just pull your arms off. This thing it's just spookier.
It's like the pain. Like the other one's gonna give you pain. This one's just gonna scare you to death. And like I don't know. It's gonna like terrorize you. Like you're just terrified, like sitting in one spot, polarized. And then the big one, it's terrifying too, I guess. But you probably feel like I don't know. It's just 2 different forms of terror or fear.
Yep.
Man, they got a lot.
Different flavors of fear. Different flavors of terror.
Different flavors. They got a lot on here. Look at this dude.
Oh, that's sweet.
It looks like some AI nose, a little bit.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's good.
Like that.
You also saw a 3D model there. Dogman's getting a lot of attention these days.
That one's pretty cool. That one's looks kind of AI a little bit, but I don't know. Looks kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't
know. Wayne
if
Barlow, though. No, I don't think that's Wayne Barlow. That's just cool looking right there.
Well, that almost looks like something like out of like John Carpenter's version of the Thing, right?
Something of the Thing.
Sprouting new limbs and shit.
You can always like tell when someone's like inspired by the Thing, you know. There was this, like, and they're like down. They're like, yeah. So what? There was this movie or this book I read called Kill the Minotaur, and it was about
yes.
They're trying to get out of the labyrinth, you know. Amazing. And the Minotaur's in there, and the Minotaur is totally like John Carpenter's The Thinged out. You know what I mean? It's just
yes.
Like, yeah. And I think it like consumes part of the people that go in there, and they're in the labyrinth, and it's really cool. It was an image book. I was picking up, like, following it like every.
You're the one who turned me on to that. Actually.
Oh, was it? Oh, you did you read it or what? Oh, you read it?
Yeah, it was fucking dope as fuck.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have it in the garage, dude. I got a lot of books out there, man. I'm thinking about selling a lot of stuff. I got a lot of figurines and things like that I want to kind of move through.
Nice.
But yeah, man, Dogman. That's a pretty cool or Man Dog of Michigan, you know. That's a pretty cool cryptid right there.
Francesca feared for her life.
Yeah. Let me see. I almost got it. There's a channel called Dogman Encounters.
Yeah.
That is definitely worth checking out. Yeah, what can I say? Definitely check out some of the Dogman accounts, because out of all the cryptid accounts, those are oddly enough the most plausible when you hear them. Which is spooky. I'm not saying I believe in the Dogman. I'm saying when I go for walks late at night, you know, into the woods and shit, you know, I don't stray off the road.
Oh, hell no, man. And
everybody says that when you see these things,
yeah,
that you feel it.
Oh, totally. Just their presence.
Yeah. And that it's like they're just like kind of like looking like right through you.
Yeah, that's creepy, man. Like razor or laser eyes.
Yeah.
The other week we watched on the Horror Movie Club on Brian Christgau's channel. Brian, our boy right here. In case you guys didn't know, on Tuesday nights, every other week we do a Horror Movie Club, and we also do a Spaghetti Western Jamboree. We're watching movies that are, you know, we try to make them that are not behind a paywall. And every now and then there'll be a book that's or a movie that's metal as fuck, and I want to show it off again on here. And this one was kind of kicking itself around in my head, and this one's called The Devil's Candy. Hard recommend. I figured we can show the trailer right now and let you guys that didn't tune into the show or haven't heard about it, you guys could check it out. And here we go.
About the idea of the devil. But that is Satan's lie to distract us from the reality of who he is.
Hey, what's going on?
It's like it flowed through me. I don't remember painting this.
This is Mommy and Daddy's house. They're dead.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
I need to come home now.
For we are his pawns. We are his demons on earth. He uses us to carry out his unspeakable deeds. We satiate his hunger.
Your latest work is wonderfully disturbing.
Oh my God.
I didn't mean to do this. To sacrifice.
He will slither into your soul. He is no mask in a Halloween store. He's not what you see in the movies. He is an active, violent, personal reality.
Just the gas?
He's right. You are the sweetest candy of them all.
Yeah, that was a crazy movie, man. Metal as fuck. And
I knew you and Preston would get a kick out of it.
well, I was, I like these little subgenres in our genres. You know what I mean? Like the rest. Like I was talking like metal in comicdom. You know, it's fucking awesome. I'm always looking for little comic books. I found a couple on TikTok. Like, ooh, I'm gonna show them on my show. Give them a little like push. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I always love them. There's a bunch of them out there. And same thing with we were talking with Donald again. The wrestling subgenre in comics. And I was telling him that you got like 2 books coming out that's in that genre. I told him that I have one that I'm going to do, but it's not that big on it, but he's definitely an underground wrestler. And we were talking about Do a Power ROM. I was talking about...
Yeah, by the guy who did Murder Falcon.
Murder Falcon, yeah.
That's which is a metal book.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Do a Power Bomb. Yeah, that's the metal book.
Yeah. Murder Falcon is a love letter to metal. And then Power Bomb is like a love letter to wrestling.
To wrestling, and I was telling him about Steve Niles and Simon Bisley and Rob Zombie's The Nail. I'm going to review that book on my channel pretty soon. Did you ever read The Nail? Did you read that one?
Ooh.
Oh, it's fucking dope. It's straight up Mandy and the wrestler put together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was like, dude, this is like now like looking back, I'm like, this is Mandy and the wrestler. And I'm like, why didn't Rob Zombie fucking do this? This is his best work.
Because it wasn't his, because it was all, I can guarantee you it was like 99%
Steve Niles.
Steve Niles.
Well, I heard a lot, like I heard some other people saying that he had a pretty good little chunk in there too. But you know, and the thing is, he was going to do the movie, and he had the reason why he didn't do it is because Machete came out, which allegedly or somebody didn't want to do it, but it was either going to be Danny Trejo playing the character or Diamond Dallas Page, and they were both the bounty hunters in the Devil's Rejects, and they even had some really cool painted artwork for it, very like Simon Bisley-esque. Like the movie was going to be called. They were going to change his name though from The Nail to Tyrannosaurus Rex. That was going to be the name of the movie, but never came out. You know, but we got Mandy, and that was pretty. We got our demon bikers in that, and
oh my god, did we ever?
Yeah, but definitely, I'm gonna. You'd probably get a kick out of that book. You know, you can't really even tell. If it's it's dope, and the art is fucking sick in there too. It's really cool.
I heard.
Yeah, and Bisley does the 4 covers. I want to go and pick all those up, but yeah, I just got the graphic novel. Busy Biz. Yeah, man, and Black Death? He did the cover for that movie. That movie's pretty cool. I got to go back and rewatch that too.
That's really good.
Yeah, totally, man. Well, shoot, we're about hitting the hour. That's like to do the run the show for about an hour. Keep it, keep our shit tight, lean and mean.
Go, Jason.
And let's see here. Oh, what up, brother? How you doing, man? How's it going? We're doing the show at 8:00 now. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, bro. We'll be here next week, same bat time, same bat channel. And Brian, man, where can people find you at, bro?
Well, you can find me on the interwebs. I'm on the Facebooks at Brian Christgau. I'm on the YouTubes, Brian Christgau 1415, and Brian Christgau on the Twatters too. I'm not hard to find.
Sweet.
Thanks for having me on, man.
Anytime, brother. And you guys can find me at Runecutter Comic here, and also on Instagram. You guys can find me at Batmerk. I don't know if people go on there anymore. Runecutter Comics on Facebook. You can find me on TikTok at Metal Movies and Brewskis. I've been cutting it out over there a little bit, and yeah, I'm pretty much everywhere. So everybody, thanks for watching. Always remember to be bold, be brave, and roll the bones to know your role. I'll see you guys on Brian's show, which will be Horror Movie Club Thursday.
Yeah, Death Machine we're doing.
Death Machine, huh? Okay, that's good. Now I got a movie I'm going to watch tonight.
Hell yeah.
So go watch Death Machine. It's probably either on Tubi or on
I'll find the link and I'll send it to you. And obviously, if I can't find the link, then we'll do something else. But I'm pretty sure it's should be readily available.
Sounds pretty metal.
It is metal. As a matter of fact.
As a matter of fact.
Yep.
I like that. Thanks, Brian. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Keith. Thanks, Jason. Thanks everybody that showed up. We'll see you next time. And yeah, thanks guys.
Smash that like.
Given the time to break